Libra. Okay, we're continuing the series of Why Can't I Quit You? And this series is all about those relationships that are, you know, kind of make us feel like we're on the hamster wheel. Too good to leave, too bad to stay, or however that saying goes. So let's look at who you are in this relationship or what role you play. Everything you need to know about this reading or how to contact me and schedule, Empress really wants to come out, how to schedule a reading with me will be in the description box. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, or subscribing to my channel. You can even share, you know, very privately. I know, you know, some people watch these things kind of in secret and don't necessarily want to, you know, publicly share, but you can certainly share in a message or whatever. It still counts for me on my channel. So that's just one way to keep the energy flow back and forth between the two of us. So I know we're all connecting. Okay, Libra. Whew, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a hot flash. Who are you, Libra? In this relationship, what role do you play? Libra. What role does Libra play? Libra, what role does Libra play in the relationship they cannot quit? Don't seem to be able to quit. What role does Libra play? What role does Libra play? All right, all right. This stone has been calling out all day now. I feel like that needs to be down here for some reason. What role does Libra play? Well, what else can we talk about? We're shuffling here. There we go. Thank you. Well, there you are. The Truth Teller, Libra, card of Libra. I see it as a card of Libra, anyway. You know, you may have been in a space where you felt that you were kind of stuck mentally and you were unable to make that decision, you know, stay, leave. And I think what you have sort of become maybe, or what you, who you are in this relationship is the person that no longer does that. It's, you know, this is how it is. We're going to look at it very matter-of-factly, although I will say with the Queen, her truth kind of is the truth, at least to her. So she doesn't always have a lot of, grace for the other person's point of view. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I feel like you kind of have said, like, it's my way or the highway. But we'll see. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Oh, look, and here's the Eight of... This is the energy that I said. I think that you had been, potentially you were stuck or in like a belief system that you were stuck and you cut yourself free. That's this card. That's this energy. And you're no longer playing that. You've healed yourself. You've filled your own cup and you love yourself. And you girl didn't play that, or boy, whatever. Either way. You just don't do that now. Now it's like, no, not so much. This is what I think, and this is what we're gonna do, right? Okay. Yeah, there's no, yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what your person, what their role is in this relationship that you cannot quit. Man, I am telling you, today has been a Mercury retrograde kind of day, and I know it's coming up if it's not like happening right now and close. I'm experiencing the energies hardcore, including right now. I feel like there's something stabbing me in my stomach. Okay, this is your person. I think your person's role well, I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. Has been I wonder if your person is a Virgo. It's like they are a new opportunity to create it looks like they're kind of this whole new opportunity, or they have a whole opportunity. It might be through you to create and feel victorious, or, you know, to look victorious inside of this relationship, maybe. Like, I think they're proud of themselves or the relationship in general. I think that they see this, or maybe you even see them as a new opportunity to either, because you've come through a long road, a long journey, and you've walked through this little garden gate, which reminds me of the World card, which is, you know, the completion of one level, or it's a new opportunity to go back out into go back through, you know, the world. It's an ending or a leveling up, so it's an ending and a beginning at the same time. So either way you want to look at it, whichever direction you want to look at it, going through that garden gate is how I look at it. Okay. What are the challenges that are coming up for you, Libra? Inside of this relationship? What are the challenges that are coming up for you? Either they're, old wounds, old triggers that you already have, and they're being, brought to the surface because of this relationship, or this relationship is causing some new challenges for you that maybe you have not dealt with before. Oh, nope, no, we don't know. Doing a whole. Libra. Challenges for Libra. Challenges are coming up. I have air and earth energy, right? So you being the air energy and the pentacle and that magician card being earth energy. I see the magician as a Virgo. Make sure you're looking at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. So if this reading doesn't fit for you, check your rising sign, check your moon sign, and check your Venus sign. And you can do that anyway. Maybe this resonates, and then you can get maybe a little bit more details or clarity with the others if you want to. Okay, there are things kind of coming up that kind of exist in the darker recesses of your psyche, and they're forcing you to be with them and look at them, at least acknowledge that they're there, and I hope you are, because it really is an opportunity to grow, to know more about you so that you show up in relationship more honest and authentic and integrated. All the pieces of you that you maybe have not wanted to deal with or not look at or try to kind of hide or suppress, like they're coming up to be dealt with and to be oh yeah, right. See, bottom of the deck. I don't can't see you. Don't want to talk, don't want to look at this, don't want to acknowledge this. And if we don't acknowledge these things, they become bigger and scarier and linger around, and they're going to keep showing up anyway. So you might as well spend some time with it, connect to the emotional part of you, which might be a part that you're not necessarily extremely comfortable with. Okay. So 18, that's 9. Yeah. So it's just part of the getting to that next level, leveling up in who you are as a person, as a maturing, spiritual human being. We're all here to grow. And in these types of relationships, that's the best use of relationships, where there's this, hamster wheel kind of element. This is not about, you must quit the person. It's like, what's the dynamic that's this push-pull? It can be karmic, it can be toxic, it might be necessary for you to grow, to choose to leave. and it might be necessary for you to choose to stay and work out, work things out together or individually. So, okay. So your person, Libra, what are the challenges that are coming up for them in this relationship? What are the challenges that are coming up for them in this relationship? For this relationship dynamic. Lots of earth energy on this side. That kind of wants to come out. I like the moon card. I have Scorpio in my is my rising sign, and I love all the darker stuff. I love kind of exploring that, the shadow work. Oh, wow. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And Three of Cups, the bottom of the deck. So, in terms of a challenge, it could be that they're why would this be a challenge? Why would the Wheel of Fortune be a challenge? I wonder if your person did I show you this card? The Wheel of Fortune is a 10. Again, a completion cycle that also is the beginning of something else, leveling up. And so I wonder if they're able to accept or relax into this relationship. I don't know why that would be a challenge. I'm going to clarify. I don't get it. I wonder if they feel worthy or it's kind of like there's a couple of different things going on here. I wonder if they feel worthy, like they keep thinking of maybe past relationships or relationships that didn't work out in the past is what I mean. And they're having a difficult time accepting that this could be the real thing, or they're not, whoa, they could be like kind of drinking too much and you're laying down the law and they're not able to I need a clarifier. I just am not getting it. I'm really not. I don't. 3. The first thing that comes to my mind is that I just feel like they just are not able to relax and trust this relationship. You know, I just, there's something about it. Or it could be they're super happy with how things are and there's something about it that you're not. And you are needing to deal with your own wrestling with, you know, maybe your own very controlling and charge sort of shadow side, because, you know, Libras are known as being very fair and, you know, whatever you want, and back and forth, but not always. And maybe that's a shadow aspect. And maybe they're just happy as can be. They're not going to change anything. They don't need to. Okay, what's the clarifier for the Wheel of Fortune? What's going on? Why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting this? Probably some of you other people who read cards, you probably are getting it. I'm just not. If you are, you know, get your own messages. What is going on here with Libra's person? What is the Wheel of Fortune about in the challenge position? Letting go of something, maybe. Letting go of friends. Behaviors that, yeah, there's some kind of an internal Ace of Cups again. The Hierophant. The Five of Wands. Okay, so there's like some kind of a change. Maybe you're asking them to change something and they're about themselves and they're somewhat conflicted about that. And y'all are kind of working it out, not in a harsh way in any way, shape, or form. So they could have an internal conflict as well as an external conflict, you know, with you. Because I really think that they're pretty happy with how things are. And they like themselves and they like the relationship. And it could be that you know, I don't know why I'm seeing her as so self-righteous right now, but I am. Being a little tough, maybe. So let's see. What is the purpose of this relationship? Why can't I quit you? What is the purpose of this relationship? Maybe they have moved on. Maybe you know, cut the ties to them and you're now needing to reflect on, you know, how you can be very cutting like that. And maybe they have also, okay, you know, they're moving on. They have let the wheel turn, and there's a part of you that's kind of like, wait, what, huh? Well, I didn't. Thought you'd fight a little longer, or okay, what's the purpose of this relationship? What's the purpose of this relationship? If none of this fits for you, it's not for you. What's the purpose of this relationship for Libra? Maybe after they left, they still kind of come around and bug you a little bit. You know, they're just poking at you. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so we have. How did I turn that on? Okay, so we have the Tower. So something ended suddenly and abruptly, or it was a long time coming, and something happened that made you decide, like, no, I'm not, no, not playing anymore. No, we're done. You know? And the towers that you had already built with this person, or the life that you had built, or the false structures, the things that weren't working, either you ended them, I think you ended them, or something happened. And everything fell to pieces. But I think that so the other card that came out was the Page of Cups. And I always say this is a person that's kind of in love with love. And it can be a very playful energy, right? I mean, it's romance. It's, you know, sonnets. It's all the dreamy, ooey gooey stuff. Um, it's an offer, but what is it based in? Everything is it's just where's the structure? Where are the forms, right? Every other card has some kind of structure and form to it. And this is like this little kind of, I mean, come on, that's what's he got on his head? And then he's looking at this fish, like they're having a conversation. It's very sort of fantastical, right? There's not even like an island in the background anywhere. So, I mean, I guess he's standing on something. I think it may be that the purpose of this relationship for you is to learn not that falling in love with love. Just said this to somebody the other day. Well, let me complete my sentence. Falling in love with love is not something that you can create a stable marriage or long-term safe, secure relationship on. And you needed to learn that. Unfortunately, it looks like the hard way. When the tower comes down, it's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant experience, no matter who decides to explode the tower. And so I think that maybe the purpose of this relationship was to understand that that's not enough. And what I was about to say was I was telling somebody the other day through my counseling practice that, you want to fall in love with the person, not a project. If you're falling in love with a project and trying to change the person, that's not love. And so now we're back to this, that maybe you are trying to make demands on this person, and they're happy as a clam, no matter what the issue is with them, whether they're all solid and they're good or they're in addiction or whatever, they're fine with who they are. So why are you, maybe they've even moved on, why are you still here with your sword telling them what to do? Worrying about what they're doing, speaking your truth. No. The point is to learn, love a person, not a project. Okay. The marriage or the relationship is a struggle, and you don't want to see that. And this is the ultimate ending. That's what this type of relationship looks like. And you need to learn that. And oh boy, have I needed to learn that. And I've taken that class a few times too many in my life, but let's see what's going on here. What does Libra need to do or learn to grow through this relationship? To grow through this relationship, what does Libra need to learn or do? Does Libra need to do or learn to grow through this relationship? Libra. Libra lover. I just heard in my head, Libras love pretty things. Boy, doesn't that get us in trouble. Looks good. Looks fun. All flowery. Little outfit. But that's not enough. And I'm not saying your person isn't enough. I'm saying they could very well be enough. But if it's really not enough for you, why would you stay and spend extraordinary amounts of energy? You know, this is about you looking at your shadow side. I think more than anything for this reading. And I just got covered in goosebumps, so I think I just hit something there. But this is more about you, Libra. Libra, Libra. What does Libra need to learn or do to grow through this relationship? Oh, all right, we're going to take that. Okay. I think this is a karmic lesson for you. It's an opportunity for you to it's an opportunity for you to learn a big lesson about yourself and kind of have like a rebirth. I mean, you're almost with Judgment. You're almost at, you know, that final card, the final card of the major arcana in the deck, where you ultimately level up, and you know, it's kind of Judgment Day, right? And the card that came out with it is the 7. So I'm going to put this down. Oh boy, is this making more sense? Okay. Is the 7 of Swords. And for me, whenever I see 7, I see potential. I kind of see a fork in the road. Will you level up, or do we need to go back and learn this lesson again? And for me, the 7 of Swords is someone who made a choice, made a decision, made a statement, stuck his 2 swords in the ground. These are my boundaries. This is what I said I'm going to do. This is what's okay with me. This is what isn't. Then he's got these other 5 swords, and he's running off with them and still looking back. So let me set this down and see who he's looking. Yeah, he's looking back at that person over here. Do you see that? So it's like you said you had this boundary. You said this isn't okay with me. You said one thing, but I think you either are deceiving yourself or you're not holding true to that, and you keep looking back over here, over your shoulder. And I think you really, it can be caught. Wow, are you swords all over the place today? Causing anxiety. And I think it's something that you really need to spend some time reflecting on, praying on, meditating on, healing, resting, and staying focused in this direction towards you. Maybe towards some things you've never really dealt with before, instead of focusing over here on what they're doing. You have the opportunity right now. You have the potential for a rebirth of yourself, a healing, even, do we have any karmic? Well, yeah, judgment. I mean, did something flip? I think a person that was in your life or is in your life is here to help you to become more aware of yourself and to grow spiritually and karmically, if you will. So what do they need to do or learn in order to grow through this relationship? What do they need to do or learn in order to grow through this relationship? Oh, all right, we're going to take it. Okay. I do think they need to maintain boundaries. I think that they Yep. In order to grow through this relationship, I think it's what I'm seeing is to maintain boundaries for themselves, to create and be grateful for all that they have, and maybe even including you. Maybe you're still together. I don't know. But definitely to maintain, you know, that sense of independence and not engage in a codependent relationship. Okay? To be stable and secure in themselves. I think I said, like I said, what you're maybe commanding or demanding of that is creating some internal conflict within them. It might be like they really want you, they love you, they want to stay, but you know, do I have to do what you say the way you say to do it? Like what? It's creating some conflict and some maybe some pushback, and that's not necessary. And if it is necessary, you know, why are you looking back over your shoulder? If you set down the law, if you set boundaries, then hold them. Oh, I didn't tell you what we're doing now. Highest possible outcome right now. So the highest possible outcome right now for this relationship, whenever you're watching it, that darn Ten of Swords wants to come out. Well, I don't know if it's darn or not. I mean, maybe it's necessary, right? Let's end this thing. How many swords does it take? But that isn't the card that flew out. It just keeps appearing, making itself known. But the highest possible outcome for you when you're watching this video right now is filling your own cups, self-satisfaction, self-fulfillment. In codependent relationships, we're looking for the other person to fill our cup. In this dynamic, no. Everybody do you. Do your own self. Fill your own cups. Make your own coin. There doesn't have to be a winner or a loser. Someone's right, someone's wrong. Everybody do you. And admit and look at and deal with who each of you are in the relationship. And recognize, like, there's these are 9 cups, but he's all alone, okay? And that's important. But right now, in this relationship, right now, this is the highest possible outcome right now. Because if the 2 of you can fill your own cups, then when you offer each other another cup, you get the 10 of cups. But you can't offer each other your cup that's flowing over unless you've filled them yourself. And you can't expect the other person to fill you up. That's not how it works. What do I do? Okay. How about a card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart from John Holland? Psychic Tarot from the Heart from John Holland. Two songs that I'm hearing, the song I'm hearing right now is, again, it's like a 50s song, the Venus, if you will, please send up something, I think it's like a pretty girl or something, you know, and then the other one was, I don't know where this came from, but islands in the stream. That is what we are, nothing in between. Wherever we go wrong, sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. Okay, so recognize that I don't know lyrics, and I make them up, or I just hum a little ditty in between all the words. So I will post the songs that I know I'm hearing them. And it's not like they're on my playlist or anything. Oops, they just come, and I'll post them, and you can always look in the description box for extra messages from the songs that are coming on, because I really don't know the lyrics and what they're saying. But for some reason, Islands in the Stream, was that Dolly Parton? Islands in the Stream. Oh, that's coming up. Maybe you each need to be on your own little island first and honor each other's own little island. I do that in counseling, you know. Everybody stay on your own little island, your little piece of the couch, okay? And communicate. Stay in your own lane on your own little island. Don't tell everybody what to do, what they should do, they shouldn't do. Just talk to each other. See if you can understand each other. You get a lot of sword energy, okay? That's mental and verbal energy. Well, come on now. All right, what's the message, please, for Libra? Okay, great. Thank you. Just one? Yeah. Rest and reconsider. Okay. You don't need to do anything right now. It's a time for you to reflect on how far you've gone and if you want to go any further, or if it's time to lay those, you know, battle sticks down, those wands, lay them down and really reflect. What have I learned so far? Is this something I want to continue to move forward with, or should we just let each other go? Okay. And again, you got lots of nines kind of flowing through here. And if I were to add up some of the card numbers, so you're just short of that last level, that last step to level up, to complete a cycle, to begin a new one. Now this person over here, they have in many ways. Okay, so what energy, wisdom, or guidance from the animal spirits does Libra, or could Libra integrate to help them to grow through this relationship? Energy, wisdom, or guidance of these animal spirits. Wow, guys. It's pretty long. Where we rely on each other, from one love to another. You want to be able to rely on each other, not depend on each other in that way of, you know, I need you for this, you know, and it's something that you could totally need to work on yourself. Okay, what does Libra, what could Libra get from the animal spirits? Animal spirits. Please be here for Libra. This is Libra. Yeah, Hawk wants to come out, kind of a higher perspective. All right, what we got here? What we got? Oh, dear. All right. We got Panther, which for me is like the Tower card. She don't play around. And then the Tiger. And you can see the moon on the tiger's kind of third eye here. So I'm going to read out of the book for you and make sure you're getting the messages that you need, because I just really feel, once again, that these cards are just confirming the cards that already came out, that this is a time for you to really get in touch with like the deeper, darker recesses that some people call like the shadow side, or maybe even your intuition. These two look, I don't know. All I can hear in my head right now is Mama Ain't Playing. That's what I'm hearing. And you got a panther and a tiger. So two cat energies. Let's see. Panther and tiger. Okay, there's panther. Annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. Okay, the panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. Highest possible outcome, self-fulfillment, more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When in balance, brave and productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. And then we have tiger. And, whoa, she's like on fire. All right. Feminine. Okay, this says tiger, lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. Doesn't fear this. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened. In the midnight hour, all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There's nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. So that is your reading. I hope you got something out of that, Libra. And honey, be you, okay? Just be you and let other people be them. Your life matters, their life matters. You have purpose. Your wounding has purpose if you decide to make it. Your path, the struggles, the towers that come crumbling down, they have purpose and meaning, and it's all there to help us to grow and to heal, so that as we come into contact with other people, we're at our highest best self, and we send out that energy, and it becomes hopefully a healing from the individual to the collective. Okay, so heal people, hurt people, hurt people. Thank you so much, and I will hope to see you again.